Hi everyone, my name is Stan Just. I'm the CEO of Covenant and the game director of the upcoming dark fantasy strategy game, Gord. The biggest focus for me when creating games has always been attention to detail in terms of believability. As developers, we are, most of the time, creating fictional worlds, and at first, since you can do anything, you have this urge to create whatever's coolest. But when I was working on The Witcher 3, we often found ourselves asking questions like, how would someone put this armor on? Or how did this creature come to look the way that it does? I strongly believe that if we focus on even the smallest details when it comes to world building, we can create not only a great game, but a believable world for players to inhabit and explore. Gord is a combination of all our favorite elements from the strategy genre. There's adventure and questing, city building, survival, character development, and community management. We're creating this atmospheric dark fantasy universe by putting the player in charge of a small community that needs not only to survive in the wilderness, but complete certain objectives. Key strategy mechanics like building, combat, and character development were core to believability, but we also felt that raids, random encounters, and unpredictable events should play an important role. In Gord, you can be entangled in the intricate personal nuances of each personality under your rule, which are sometimes far more complex and satisfying to resolve than you initially think. Gord's core focus revolves around adventuring, city building, and character development. However, the player will also be asked to reckon with a lot of real-world themes alongside dark and confronting subjects. We don't shy away from difficult topics, but these aren't the main focus of the game either. Gord combines a lot of different mechanics and features. We love Northgard and we're hugely inspired by its profession-changing mechanic and upgradable structures. We've also, obviously, taken a lot of inspiration from the bleak and complex world of The Witcher, but with our own rules, characters, and original mythology. Some of our team previously worked on Frostpunk, which introduced us to the powerful idea of limited building space and grim moral choices. And our sanity system for the player's townsfolk is a little bit like the one found in Darkest Dungeon. In many strategy games, the player is simply recruiting units and sending them to die. They are blindly obedient to you. In Gord, we wanted to create the impression that there are very real consequences, both physical and mental, for those people you watch over. There are a range of variables that can have a severe impact on someone's worldview and their well-being, from the comfort of having a roof over your head to the death of friends or kin. We wanted to make sure the player was aware of how much power they wielded over people, and we even focused on the proximity of townsfolk to each other during such an event, to ensure people react and have to deal with those grim realities of hearing or bearing witness to something quite life-changing. Slavic folklore hasn't been explored too much in pop culture, and Slavic mythology isn't even taught in schools, even in Poland. For us, as a Polish studio, it was important to explore this part of our heritage while giving people something new and interesting. We researched a Slavic bestiary for inspiration and then ran with it to make it our own. We are using that approach for everything in the game: structures, clothing, events, holidays, even our deities, whose names and powers come from Slavic mythology, but origins and exploits are solely ours. This is how the Chronicle came to be as well, which is an in-game book that serves as the backbone of Gord's lore.